Hey everyone, so today we're going to jump into a core piece of English grammar, something you literally use all day, every day, probably without even realizing it. We are going to demystify the transitive verb. All right, let's get into it. So, to kick things off, I want to start with a little puzzle. We're going to look at a sentence that's, well, it's technically correct, but you'll see it feels like something's missing. Okay, look at this. He writes. See what I mean? The action is there, sure, but it's kind of just hanging in the air. Right? It immediately makes you ask the question, yeah, but he writes what? The thought just isn't finished. It needs somewhere to land. And there we go. He writes a letter. By adding a letter, the whole sentence just clicks into place. The action of writing now has a target, a receiver. It's been transferred to an object. And honestly, this simple little fix is the key to understanding this whole topic. So with that, let's properly meet the hero of our story today, the transitive verb. This is that special type of verb we just saw, the kind that needs a partner to really make sense. All right, so here's the more formal definition. And you can see it even includes the Bengali term, sokamor kriya, which is pretty cool because it shows this isn't just an English thing. But the key idea is right there. A transitive verb requires an object. Think of it like this. The action has to transition or transfer over to something or someone. Without that receiver, that object, the meaning just feels incomplete. Okay, so theory is one thing, but let's actually see how this works in the real world. We're going to break down a few classic examples so you can really see that relationship between the subject, the verb, and its object. Let's start with something super simple, an everyday action. He eats rice. You can already picture it, right? There's a person, there's an action, and there's the thing being acted on. So now let's map this out and look at the specific grammar rules. And here's that breakdown. He is our subject, the person doing the thing. The action is eats. But the key question is, eats what? The action transfers directly to the object, rice. See? If you just said, he eats, we're left hanging. That means eats is a transitive verb. All right, let's do another one. This is the sentence we were just looking at a minute ago. She writes a letter. Now we can see exactly why it works so well. It's the exact same pattern, you see? She is the subject, writes is our transitive verb, and the action of writing is received by, you guessed it, the object, a letter. The subject acts, the verb carries that action over, and the object receives it. It's a perfect, complete thought. Okay, one last one, just to really lock this concept in. Think about the verb play. I mean, you could just say, they play. But your brain immediately wants to know, play what? It's begging for an object. And here it is. They are the ones doing the action. The action itself is play, and that action lands squarely on the object, football. So the big takeaway here is that verbs like eats, writes, and play are transitive because they have to pass their action on to an object. So if you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this next part. This is the simple, powerful, golden rule. And there it is. This is a quote from the original source material, which points out that a transitive verb means the action falls on someone or something. That is it. It's really that simple. When you see a verb in a sentence, just ask yourself, does this action stop with the person doing it, or does it land on something else? If it falls onto an object, boom, you've got yourself a transitive verb. All right, so we've looked at the definition, we've broken down some examples, but you know, the best way to really make this stuff stick is to connect it to your own life. So just think about it for a second. What was the last thing you did? Did you drink coffee? Did you read an email? Maybe you pet your dog. See, you've been using transitive verbs all day long. The action and the object it lands on, that's what tells the story of what we do. So what's your story? Thanks for tuning in.